So the solar eclipse is now just 1 week away.
And on the heels of Amazon issuing a major recall for solar eclipse glasses, a Seattle eye doctor is now doing the same. King 5's Heather Graff live here at 10 with the new safety alert on what you need to know.
Well, Amanda, will use one of our lights here to represent the sun and show the concern, and that is you cannot look directly into the sun without proper eye protection. And though this recall was issued out of an abundance of caution, it raises the question, if an eye doctor can't guarantee your eclipse glasses are safe, then who really can?
There is perhaps no place that cares more about eyesight than an eye doctor's office.
So it'll have the seal for ISO.
So when the staff at Seattle's Roosevelt Vision chose to issue this recall, offering a full refund for solar eclipse glasses they've sold over the last 6 weeks, it instantly caught people's attention.
I think patients are really concerned and they're confused, and we're concerned too.
Optical manager Desiree Hani says the concern arose when staff first heard about the potential for fake eclipse glasses and started digging deeper into the validity of the ones they'd gotten from 3 different vendors.
But we do have one vendor that we've not been able to verify. And as a result, our office has really had to be very proactive in letting our patients who've purchased them here know that they may or may not be safe to use. We really don't know.
The tricky part is that the 132 pairs of glasses from that particular vendor are stamped as ISO certified. But because the vendor wasn't able to provide indisputable proof that they're the real thing, and with just days to go before the eclipse, Roosevelt Vision felt that a recall was the right thing to do.
We would never want to do anything that would be harmful to a patient or their vision.
And Roosevelt Vision told us they have been flooded with phone calls and emails ever since this recall notice went out. But the bottom line, if you bought your eclipse glasses from that office, the recommendation is to throw them out or return them for a full refund because they cannot guarantee that they're safe to use. For now, live tonight in Seattle, Heather Graff, King 5 News.
Now, it is crucial to make sure that you and your family do have the proper glasses. One Spokane man is dealing with eclipse blindness and wants to make sure that you and your kids don't make that mistake. Charlie Laborte was 8 years old when he looked at the sun the wrong way during an eclipse. Charlie says adults told him to look at the eclipse through a blue lens, but that didn't seem like enough for young Charlie.
I didn't listen. I got impatient because I didn't want to just do this. I wanted to get a closer look. And I put it in front of binoculars and looked. I saw a little bit of it, but then I looked away. So it's pretty much burning my eyes.
Over to you. Eclipse blindness is sometimes temporary and sometimes permanent eye damage that happens when you look directly at the sun without proper eye protection. Charlie says he began getting headaches and seeing a dot everywhere. And that's because looking at the sun with the naked eye is kind of like burning an ant with a magnifying glass. Charlie says he'll be avoiding this eclipse, at least the live action version.
So our roads are expected to be a lot busier because of people and their travel plans as they travel through our state to get to Oregon for the total solar eclipse. Eclipse viewers from even as far away as Canada are expected to drive south on Interstate 5 and Highway 97, east of the Cascades, and south on Interstate 82. So the State Department of Transportation is expecting a huge influx of cars leading up to this eclipse on August 21st.
We're looking at this as a statewide traffic concern. I-5 especially, even through the metropolitan areas on Monday morning, those are already pretty tough drives for folks. But imagine thousands of other people into the mix trying to make that trip last minute. That could create some really big backups and long delays.
Yeah, that's probably a safe bet. So the State Patrol urges you drivers out there to not pull off on the shoulder of the road to watch the eclipse. Keep it moving. Troopers say shoulders need to be clear for first responders to get by in case of a collision or even some other type of an emergency. All right, so Jordan, lately we've all been waking up to morning clouds. Is that going to be the scenario come Monday?
Let's hope not. You know what? We're right on that day 7 stretch, 1 week until the big day, and we can finally start to see the pattern of how the week will unfold. The question is, will the cloud cover be here at 10 a.m.? or not is a bit of a question mark, because the timing on when that morning marine push mixes out is very complicated, and you usually have to get a few runs to dissect a little bit more. So just so you know, we are looking at a dry pattern, but we are going to be flip-flopping in terms of whether we will see morning cloud cover or clear skies. Right now it's about 50-50, but I'm leaning more towards option 2, which is basically what we want to see, because the trends lately have been showing option 1 deteriorating. So that's good news if you want to see the eclipse. We're hoping for option 2 to unfold.